Hello everyone and welcome back once again to the Skizzlecraft SMP server. My name is RedWolf416. Thank you for joining me today. This is a bonus Saturday stream. I had a stream last night on Friday and it ended up being a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be, and we didn't quite get as much done as I wanted to. It was just kind of a bit of a chaotic stream. I had some interactions with some wonderful hubsters and the audio just wasn't working right. Nobody on my stream could hear anything that the others were saying, which is probably a good thing, actually, because there was a little bit of accidental colorful language, but it's all good. We are back at it again today, and we are going to be working on this base. Again, this might be another shorter stream, but we are going to try and stay focused on this base and see what we can get done. I am currently working on building up the first layer of the tower here, and I am starting with stripped oak logs, which means I need to grow a lot more of this stuff. Looks like I need to pump up those numbers on my tree production, so I'm gonna go and grab some more dirt. And first up, I think I'm gonna suit up. Now that map that I was standing on over there, that is the map of my entire base claim. And that is a locked map, so it is not going to be changing anytime soon. This is just so that I can kind of get an idea of the lay of the land. This is where we're working right here. After I've made some significant progress, I will make another map of my base claim, and we will try and catalog the progress as we're going. But let's go get some dirt from over here. I don't want to strip it out too much. But we are going to need to do some terraforming eventually, so we might as well get a little bit of it done now. Or what I can do is I can just hunt for oak among the trees in there, because there are some large oaks out there that I was getting the other day. So maybe we'll do that, get some oak from there, and we'll worry about the dirt a little bit later. Because I want to get going on this base. I don't want to have to spend a whole lot of time just waiting for trees to grow. I hope everyone's doing well today. We are listening to Stream Beats by Harris Heller. The album is called Pulse, and he provides DMCA free music on Spotify for streamers. And so that is what we're listening to. Was that enough to get those leaves to break? It was. Alright, we will look at how much we've got here. Let's get a couple more of those big trees before we head back and start building up that layer some more. We're going to do the bottom layer or two of the tower in this stripped oak logs. We're going to intersperse some red sandstone in there just to make it look like some of the ground, like the dirt and grime from the ground, has worked its way up onto the side of the tower. And then from there we're going to be going to the stripped birch logs. So I'm just hunting around here in the jungle, trying to find what oak trees I can. And nope, that's jungle wood. Well, we'll use that at some point. There's one. So, forgive me if my voice sounds a little bit odd. I am dealing with a head cold today. Hopefully, we can get that out of our system soon. It's not that bad, actually. It's just some congestion up in the sinuses, but it is annoying and a little bit tiring to have to deal with that. And I don't know about y'all in the stream chat, but music is a little bit loud on my end, so I'm going to pause here for just a second and turn it down ever so slightly. There we go. All right. Maybe once we're up to a stack of oak logs, then maybe we will head back and do some building. I know I saw oak tree trunk in here somewhere. There we go. Oh, there's a few over here. Alright, we will leave that one be. We know it's there. We do have to make sure we're not going too far out of our area, but there's a few good trees right along in here that are still well within our boundary. I'm pretty sure. Perfect. So for now, I'm just covering the whole first layer in the stripped oak logs until I can figure out exactly the gradient and weathering pattern that I want on here. Oop, did not mean to jump off, but you know what? There's a torch over here that I need to pick up anyway. We've got a couple more oak trees that have grown over there. Let's go this way. We need to lay down some more torches up here so that we don't get any mobs spawning. There might be enough exactly to finish this row. I am surprised with this design. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I can't believe how many logs it takes just to do one time around this. This is... I must hate myself a little bit for doing a tower this size. Now, last night, I did run off in a hurry to join some folks for a little tutorial on armor stands, and in doing so, I just dropped a bunch of stuff randomly into chests, and I'm not sure where I put everything. Thought I had some more shears. I will just get some more. I think I'm going to set up a bed over here so I don't have to keep flying back over there. There we go. Pardon the sniffles. This sinus infection is making things tough. We need to get some more bone meal. It's all disappearing too quickly. Let's run over and dump this in the composter here, where we chop down some trees and get a few more saplings. Not what I meant to do. And of course, there's going to be a restart in 30 minutes of the server, so there will be a slight interruption on this stream. But the restart usually only takes a few seconds. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oh, that was close. I almost sneezed in everybody's ear. Might as well get some more of this birch while we're at it. Okay. Let's go get whatever birch saplings we can from here, refill the row. Good, there is enough. Alright, and we might as well get this one as well. Miss anything over here? I did. A stick and an apple. I wish you could compost sticks. I mean, you can in real life. You should be able to do it in Minecraft, right? Oh, I did get some free heads from my interaction last night. It was Tormir that gave me those. He had a couple of extras. Gemini Tay and Mumbo Jumbo, a couple of my favorite hermits on the Hermitcraft server. Mumbo is the reason I started playing Minecraft in the first place, which is kind of funny because he is a master at redstone, and about all I know how to do with redstone is put some dust down. Now I can do a little bit more than that, but most of what I do I have to follow tutorials, like the secret door that I did at my spawn village was I don't know why I'm putting torches up right now. But that door was all due to following a couple tutorials. Luckily, I had followed them enough times to where I was able to do a little bit of it from memory. But it was a little bit interesting doing it, especially live on stream. Still got it done successfully in the end. Yeah. Now, if I could fill this area with more dirt, I might be able to get a lot more trees coming in. That is not what I meant to do. So maybe I should go and grab some dirt from over there. Right now, we're getting enough logs to keep us busy. So we are running out pretty quickly, aren't we? I think it's time to go grab some dirt and expand our tree growing business here just a little bit. Maybe we can expose this temple just a little bit more. Because I don't think I want to tear this out. At least not yet. I haven't fully decided what I'm doing with this corner of the jungle. So we'll keep it up for now. Kind of a neat little feature. We should make it a little bit more visible. There's an oak tree or two. Might as well take this while I'm here. And there was one more. There it is. This is a big one. A little bit more right over there. I think that should do. Oh, there's some right there. It's always hard to find the last few branches of a large oak tree. It's pretty good. Alright, we'll maybe clear out this layer, clear out this jungle tree, just because. Alright, we'll clear out one layer of dirt if we have the room for it, actually. I think we may have to go drop off some stuff. We'll fly back over here. We need to get some stuff composting and put away some of our jungle wood. Keep that sapling. Get rid of those leaves. Put some of that stuff in there. I did not mean for this just to become the miscellaneous everything chest, but that's what it's becoming for right now. No. There we go. Okay. All right, we'll dig this out. Looks like we're gonna have to go sleep again soon. Make sure I'm still staying within my boundaries here. Shall we see if we can hit that bed while flying? See if we can go flying across the map here. Whee! It's the little things in life, right? if I put my rockets back in my offhand. Let's just get a little bit more of that dirt. We'll keep that layer intact for right now. Why are those leaves not disappearing? There we go. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good. Well, there's a couple of other big oak trees back there that we'll be able to take care of in a little bit. For now, let's just head back. I think I'm going to move my birch production over a bit. Maybe we'll take out some of this sand as well. Projects lead to other projects. All I want to do is build this up, but it's leading to other side projects. Saw that Ellen is streaming. We should get that going so they can have another viewer. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. Uh-oh. Looks like there might be some shenanigans afoot. Alright. Always nice to encourage another streamer. I have no idea what they're talking about, but that's okay. Yeah, let's move the birch production over. Something is not working on my keyboard. Probably me. Such a positive group here. Ah! I'm trying to get rid of you guys. All right. All right. We're going to change the layout of our tree farming here. I think to do that, I'm going to stop all of them from growing for a little bit. I just got to make sure I don't compost anything. I'd hate to accidentally compost all of my saplings that I still need. No, not the sand. I don't want the sand. You can go back to where you were. I want the dirt. And the trees, and the saplings, and the sticks, if I have to take the sticks. Alright, let's see here. I have a particular layout that I like. That maybe it isn't the most efficient as far as use of space, but it works well for what I'm trying to do here. So let me see how much inventory space I have. Not much. Let's just put all of this stuff in here that we don't need. Man, that's a lot of sticks. Don't need those right now. And we'll put this back in our offhand just because we don't need it. There. All right, I'm going to level this area back a little bit, bring it over here. That's going to take some filling in. That's okay. We'll have enough sand for it. Ooh. All right, we'll clear out this area. This will become our tree growing area. I'm going to need to lay down a bunch of torches too, just so that the tree saplings can have plenty of light and have more opportunity to grow. And what do I want to do? Do I want to just fill this in with sand? Or let's take some of this dirt and let's light it up down here so that we don't have any problems with mobs. Put a layer of dirt down low. Then we'll cover that with sand. Just more economical that way. And yes, even though I'm filling this in and it's going to be largely filled with mostly a square, I can still make the lines look a little bit more natural here. Now we can offload our sand, get back to placing some dirt. I do apologize for my stuffiness. Okay. Now, this is a layout that I came up with in one of my other worlds. I really like it because it's related to more of like a sugarcane farm where you've got to have water next to everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe is what it is. 1, 2, 3. Every fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is it 4 that go in between? I can't remember because if it was sugarcane, this would be a water source. Then you'd have sugarcane, 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 one for each direction. So let's put the sand back in. I did it in the wrong spot. There needs to be 4 in between. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to do 4 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, if you pretend that you would have, in a sugarcane farm, you would have water here, you'd have sugarcane here and here, which means that you don't need water here. What you do need is water here for the next one. So we can go like that. So it's over by 2, down by 1. So over by 2, down by 1. And then we are going to sleep because it is getting dark. And we're going to do that again. Over 2, down by 1. So now, if this were sugarcane, I'm doing this for trees, but if this were sugarcane, we would have sugarcane there, and then here, and here, and here. I know I keep saying that it's sugarcane, and I'm really doing this for a tree farm. I know it's maybe a little bit confusing, but it really is just the easiest way for me to think about it and view it. Do this again. And then at some point, we need to change the pattern so it's not going at such a sharp skew angle. So you can see here, we're on our 3rd row. That means the 4th one would actually match this one. We would actually be able to go 1, 2, 3, not quite. Let's see here. We go here, then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to say this is the boundary right here. Then we're going to come over here. And we'll halt it there. We'll see what this looks like. So now that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, now we're starting this pattern over again. So now, without having to count, I can just look at what I have going on here on the previous row. That's 4 of those. We can do that again. Now what this means is that we do have a couple others that we can fill in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Which means that on this row, we don't need this one going this far out. Now it's going to start looking a little bit better. That row right there. Over here. This is the tedious bit of Minecraft, and sometimes it's easy to just kind of get lost in this and not really talk to the crowd at all, not talk to the audience. So I'm trying to keep engaging with folks. Where are we going? One here. So I think what I'm going to do, since I have a couple of other big oak trees that I can cut down over there, I think what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to turn this into all birch. And let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that might be okay. Can't remember if I've done a whole, how many stacks I'm doing. Each one of these has 4, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's only, it's only what, 36? Yeah, we can do more. I want to try and get 64 trees in here. Right there. There, 3, 4, 5. Now, by spacing them out, like I said, this isn't the most efficient use of space as far as, you know, the trees can grow closer together than this. But what I'm looking for is plenty of opportunity for leaves to sprout on these trees. I don't want the leaves overlapping each other because that's going to reduce my chances of getting a good amount of sapling return. And I really need the saplings to keep this farm going. Looks like we've got a server restart in about 5 minutes. I think I'll use that time to grab a drink of my beverage here, and you guys can do the same. It's only going to take about, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, maybe a whole minute for things to restart. Okay, I think we need one more of these to show up for us to get the full 64, which means I think I need a couple more rows. Let's see if we can get those rows in before the server restarts. Looks like I might have to make some more torches pretty soon too. One, two, three, 4, and 5. So how many have we got here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is 64 right there. I think I'm okay with that layout. I can't remember if there's a slightly different layout, but that'll have to do. Let's go get a bunch of birch saplings and start planting them. And apparently I've only got 32. That's okay. Won't take long to fill this. Nice thing about the sand is that I can't accidentally plant saplings on the sand. So I can just hold down my button and it'll automatically plant it as soon as I run over the dirt. Racing the server restart. Oop, I guess that's a celebratory firework. Let's go get some bone meal and see if we can get one of these to grow so we can get some more saplings. Yeah, 11 just for that. So you can see there is still some foliage overlap there. I will lose out on some saplings, but this is still going to give me a pretty good return here. At least as long as it's 1-to-1 or a little bit more, which it was. Do that. Now we can start getting a better return on stuff. So let's go pick up our oak logs that we have and return our dirt. And we can start building some more. See if we can get these done in 1 minute. Maybe. Racing the clock. And yes, I know I'm skipping the spots with the torches. It's just because I didn't want to get rid of them yet. All right. Let's head over to where we've got a bed. It might be nighttime by the time we get back. We'll just keep an eye on this and take a drink of some Dr. Pepper. All right, looks like that server is still restarting. All right, looks like we might be back in business already. And look at that, a couple of trees grew. And we may need to go back to bed here. Okay, now that we are back in business, let's finish planting that up. Let's go chop a few more oak trees. There was a big one right behind this jungle temple, and then there were a few more down there. So we're going to take care of all of this really quick. That is a giant one. I think I'm going to get up a little bit higher, make it a little bit easier to get at everything. This may be 2 trees, I don't know. There seems big enough to be 2. That got those leaves. Did not mean to slide under those leaves. That is not what I wanted to do. Where's that? Just doing a little bit of unintended jungle parkour. Okay, let's go and get a couple of those other oak trees that were way over here. I think they were. I lose track of where those trees were, or are these them here? Ah, here we go. Now, I'm going to do 2 full rows of the oak on that tower, and then I'll have a little bit of extra above that, but we will start getting into the birch. I got to take a look at my gradient that I laid out, though, on the ground over there, just to make sure I'm doing it correct. So we might need to bring in some oak planks or something. I think I got everything that I need. I do need to fill in those corners and put the torches in. Oh, that's right. I need to put torches in at my tree farm, too. Okay. Well, let's fill in these walls first. Not sure how I switched my pick there, but oh well. So in other news, it seems that Hermitcraft Season 10 is getting very close to closing out. A lot more of the hermits are talking more and more about end of season and talking with each other more about plans and ideas for Season 11. So that's exciting. They are doing some last builds, been talking about, are they happy with their bases that they built in this season and stuff. And so it's always a little bit bittersweet when it's time to end a season of Hermitcraft, but at the same time, it's very exciting to see what's in store for them next. I know my favorite part, and I'm sure it is for a lot of other people, my favorite part of Hermitcraft is that early game when they are first doing their starter builds and, just that wonder of a new world, seeing what kind of other side games they're going to come up with, whether it's tag or what's that game where they're trying to eliminate each other and then they get a prize, like they don't want to demise. They're playing a game of demise. So yeah, that'll be fun to see them do that. Just realized I've got more birch saplings I can plant. And I'm not sure that I've got anything in the way of charcoal, and I'm not sure where my ender chest is. I think it's over here. I know I have the charcoal over here. I've been using the furnace to make some charcoal. So let's see what we've got. There's my ender chest. We'll just pop some obsidian in there. And there's some charcoal, or block of coal. But I think we have charcoal here. So let's just make a few torches. Let's go plant those other saplings. Okay, it looks like from the stripped oak, we are going directly into the stripped birch, so that's good. Okay, torches. This is going to be a little bit interesting because it really doesn't matter where the torches go. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is the best place to put these. Like, there's no block directly in the center here, which that would be nice. Just because I like things to stay centered and all that, but, it is what it is. So we'll just do something like this. We'll go just on the southern side of each tree. And maybe we'll do it every other row. That should get enough. Like that. And then what do we do? We have one on this row. There, so we're going to go with this row, and we'll just go like that. Nope, that was the wrong one. Can't even follow my own system. And we have it on this row, so we'll do the southern side there. There. Okay, so we got one there, and there, and there, and there. All right. Now we're going to go here. There. So the torchlight will help the trees grow. I think what it is that don't quote me on the mechanics on this, but they only grow when they have light, and therefore they're only really going to grow, or they have a better chance of growth, I should say, during the daytime. But if you have torchlight in there, then they have a better chance of sprouting at night as well. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And already these things are sprouting like crazy, which is good because the birch section on this tower is going to be much bigger than the oak. Fill in these spots here. And fill in a couple of extra, hopefully, too. I mean, shoot, at the rate that these trees grow, I could probably just do a stream of nothing but harvesting trees and chopping them back down. We will try and keep from it being that. I have a lot of birch logs already, so I don't have to keep doing that. I think what I'll do now that I've got the birch is I will build up the corners to the height that I want them to be at, and then we will get a better, well, at least on this layer, this outline. And that way we'll be able to get a good look at the proportions a little bit better. Go from there. I know I saw some birch logs in here. Any more? Any more? No, but there are some oak saplings. I will take those. I will take these birch logs. All right, let's see if we can do this. So we've already got... Oh, I need some more ladders. A little bit of ADD there. Ladders. Okay. Ow! I know how to climb ladders. I know how to climb them. I just don't know how to go down them, apparently. Alright, let's put some torches up here, too. But not in the corners, because that's where I'm building up. We will do it in the center of the walls. Bye, Tormir. Three. Alright. One more. I'll do that corner last, because that's where my ladder is. I may have to move the ladder to the side since I'm going to be building up the corners. But let's just go to this one first. We've already got 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll just do 13, though. This last layer might be getting knocked down by 1, so we can put stairs. But for now, we'll do this. Yeah, I don't want to make the logs go sideways. I'll have to just build up on the walls at each point instead of bridging over. I forgot to look at what that number was, though. Okay, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We are going to 87. That almost doesn't seem tall enough. I'm sure it will be fine. This is going to be a pretty tall tower. I've just got to come in by a little bit and go up. You know what? Let's go up 2 more. 15. Means we're going to 89. Yeah. That looks good. How do I want to do this? I don't want to just fill it all in now. I want to get my gradient going. Temporary blocks it is. If I had any. What do we want to use as our temporary blocks? Got some bit of netherrack. Let's grab you. Put you back here. Got some dirt. Should have more dirt. Let's just use dirt. Get a couple of stacks. Hopefully 2 stacks is all it takes. Oh. Oh, why did I take that down? I need all of that ladder. Do I have enough? Is 27 enough? Do I have any more? I have plenty of sticks. I can make more ladder. Let's get the dirt out of the offhand. We don't want to be accidentally placing any dirt. Okay, so since these are temporary blocks, we are going to go down by 1. There we go. That way we can place the logs along top there. So that's 2, 3, let's see if I can count. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And we might as well just do this whole row. Looking a little better. Let's put some torches in. Don't want to be creating a mob spawner up on this top edge. I would hate to climb up that ladder and get surprised by a creeper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5. Oh, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3. That was close. 2. 1, 2, no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to change the shape of... Sorry, I got distracted. From this angle, it does not look like a perfect diamond. I am going to change the shape of that for my creeper farm. I don't like the diamond shape. I'm actually going to go with a bit more of a square shape, and we will have some trapdoors. We're going to be doing an older style of creeper farm where we use cats in minecarts so that we can scare the creepers towards some gaps in the ground where there are going to be trapdoors to trick them into thinking that they can walk there, and then they'll fall down to a kill pit. What I'm trying to decide, though, is do I want to use like water channels or whatever to direct all the creepers into a 1x1 area where I have minecarts, which might be too many entities. I don't know. But I was thinking I could either do that or I could do campfires to kill them. With the entity cramming, then they'll die a little bit faster. So maybe I'll have to ask the mods what their preferred method would be so that I am not overburdening the server. Four, 5, 6, 7. I lost count. Apparently I don't know how to count anymore. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Okay, let's see here. Just it's always interesting on a server. Nice. It's always interesting on a server when you have multiple people streaming in different areas at different times, and also carrying on chats. Sometimes the messages get a little bit confusing, and when your name starts with Red Wolf, like mine, sometimes you think that, somebody's trying to talk to you and they're not. Just gotta remember the world doesn't revolve around me. Actually, I'm very aware of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, don't set yet. I'm not done yet. Fine, let me just finish this. Go sleep. Before the mobs start spawning and swarming my base area. So on Monday, 2 days from now, I am set to take delivery of my new ergonomic split keyboard and ergonomic vertical mouse. So that'll be interesting, doing some gameplay with that, and my work at my day job, where I am on the computer 10 hours a day. It'll be a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to not having pain in my left wrist anymore, hopefully. Been a bit of an annoyance last 5 months. Let's take a look at this from a distance, see if we like those proportions, keeping in mind that the netherrack area is all going to be landscaping, terraformed there. So that is the base layer of the tower there. That is, looking at my illustration, that is about a quarter of the height of the tower, maybe even a fifth. It's going to go up there. But this is going to be my creeper farm, and I'm probably going to have to make it so it's also a sugarcane farm in there somewhere, because I want this to be my rocket factory. Because I have to use rockets a lot when I fall into canyons. Is there something down there shooting at me? Or is it just me running into things? Oh, poor rabbits. Alright. So let's get over to this. I'm going to dig out that dirt, and then we will see what we see from there. Oh, apparently digging is slow when you're on a ladder. And then we will get rid of, once we get rid of all this dirt, I think that we're going to have to call it a night. It is dinner time in the real world, and I need sustenance, and it is Saturday, which is family time. I need to spend time with my family. Let's dig that out. So from here, knowing how tall this section is, it's easier to get a better idea of how I want to introduce the gradient. It looks like I'm going to need to grow some more oak. So I think I'm also going to plant some more oak in that tree farm down there. Because I'm going to want to get another layer or two of the oak, stripped oak logs in there. And then we'll make it more gradual coming in with the birch. I meant to do that. Always insist it was on purpose. We got a few more pieces of dirt, then we're going to go plant that oak. Okay, sorry for the silence there for a little bit. Me and the wife had to discuss dinner for just a second. All right, let's get rid of some of the junk in our inventory. Put it in our drunk drawer. Drunk? Not drunk. Not drunk at all. Junk drawer here. And let's go see what we've got. Let's go stand on some trees. Well, thank you once again for joining me on this stream. It's a nice little bonus stream here on this Saturday evening. I hope you all had a good time. If you are watching this at a later date on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. And if you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps me know what kind of content I should be making so that I can make sure everybody enjoys it. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I will see you then. Bye.